Hey, what's happening? Well, today is Sunday, August the 16th, 2009, and I don't know if you've seen the news lately, but Pensacola is currently under a tropical storm warning, and Tropical Storm Claudette just sort of formed out there in the Gulf of Mexico. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning and I realized we were under a tropical storm warning at that time, so it just blew up kind of quickly. Now, I know I mentioned when I was talking about what hurricanes are like and things like that, that the next storm that we had come through here, I would document it a little bit and kind of give you an idea of what it's like. Well, this certainly isn't going to be anything like Hurricane Ivan or Hurricane Katrina or anything like that, but I thought I would let you in on a little bit of the excitement that normally goes on whenever there's anything tropical. You know, you say tropical storm warning, immediately it sends people on a panic around here. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the stores are probably bare of batteries and, you know, water and things like that. It's really not going to be that bad. Really, we're just looking for a lot of rainfall. But anyway, I just thought I'd give you a little sample of what it's like around here when we do have tropical storm watches or warnings or even hurricane warnings. So this will give you a little sample of that, okay? Okay, now the first thing I want to show you is the National Hurricane Center's website. Now, anytime we have a tropical storm or hurricane or anything that's threatening our area, we go ahead and take a look at the National Hurricane Center's website. And this gives all the latest information, the latest track. And this is what we use at the radio station as well. Now, right there, that's where the storm is currently. Pensacola is right over here, so we're really not in that cone, but you know, these things can tend to wobble a little bit, so it looks like it's probably going to go up near Panama City and then on up through Alabama, maybe making its way into Mississippi. But again, you never can tell with these things. You know, they could just a little wobble from the left to the right could make all the difference in the world. But again, you know, really no matter where the storm goes, we're expecting just a lot of rainfall. So that's okay. I just wanted to give you a sample of how our local TV stations handle a tropical storm or a hurricane whenever it's approaching. Now, this is our local NBC affiliate out of Mobile, Alabama. This serves Mobile and Pensacola. Now, you can see right there on the bottom left-hand corner, they've got the name of the storm, they've got the coordinates, they've got where it's moving, the winds, and they keep that up there all the time just so people can tune in and know what the storm is doing. Now, when the storm actually gets closer to our area, especially if it's a major hurricane, they probably won't do that for this one, but they'll normally go to wall-to-wall coverage. You know, they'll be on 24/7 until the storm has passed. They normally do that. But now, right now, what they're doing is they're doing updates to bottom and top of every hour. You know, like say, you know, 7, 7:30, 8, 8:30, and so on. And they'll break in, just give you the latest updates and tell you what's happening with it and stuff like that. But they always keep the coordinates there on the bottom left-hand side. Now, normally during most hurricanes and tropical storms, all the stations do that. But so far, this is the only one that's doing that. But I'll show you what the other stations are doing right now. This is our Fox affiliate. And they've got a scroll down there letting you know what's happening with the storm. And normally they keep the coordinates on there all the time too, but I don't know why they're doing that, or they're not doing that this time. We'll flip it over to our local CBS affiliate, show you what they're doing. Well, they don't have anything up there. They got the golf tournament on, but they don't have anything on the storm. I guess they're breaking it every hour on the hour. Now, our local ABC affiliate, see, they've got the information there, but they don't have the coordinates up there, but they're letting you know we're under tropical storm warning, and you got the radar there. And you know, I kind of like this better because you can still watch your favorite TV programs. If you got something on ABC you want to watch, you can still keep up with the storm and still watch at the same time if you want to do that. So you don't have to worry about them going to wall-to-wall coverage. And like I said, they normally don't go to wall-to-wall coverage, non-stop continuous coverage, until we have a major hurricane coming our way, and if it's going to be a real bad one. But this one isn't going to be that. We're pretty much looking for just a lot of rain, like I said earlier, and so we don't anticipate that. But they still keep you updated, so that just gives you a little sample of what your TV viewing will look like when you're on the Gulf Coast and in the middle of a tropical storm. Now, here's Channel 15's sister station. There, they've got a scroll down there at the bottom as well. So that's what it looks like on your TV whenever you're going through a tropical storm or hurricane. Now, another thing I wanted to mention is what the local radio stations do. My radio station in particular, WXBM, the one that I work at. Whenever we have a major hurricane coming our way and the local TV stations go to wall-to-wall coverage, meaning that they're on 24/7 broadcasting live about the storm, what we normally do is we broadcast their audio over WXBM, so that way in case somebody's power goes out, they can still listen to the TV station and still keep up to date on what's going on. And we've done that before and done that in the past, but I don't really anticipate that happening this time. I haven't got any phone calls asking me to come in, so this isn't going to be that bad. But anyway, under a normal major hurricane, that's what we would do. Okay, I've just pulled up the latest track from the National Hurricane Center as of 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon. And as I mentioned when I showed you the previous track, you know, sometimes these tracks can change, and that's exactly what's happened with this one. You can see right there is where the storm is right now. And now it looks like the track has shifted off a little bit further to the west. It looks like now it's going to come in about halfway between Pensacola and Panama City. So it looks like the track has changed about a good 50-60 miles from where it originally was when I showed it to you a little while ago. That's one thing you've learned about living on the Gulf Coast, is when the National Hurricane Center issues a track, you know, you don't focus right on that track because it can change, and it can change pretty frequently. So I mean, that may or may not be the new track. I mean, it could track further off toward the west. We'll just have to wait and see. But again, this isn't a bad one, but it does give us some practice on tropical storms and knowing when they're going to hit and how to predict them and all that good stuff. So it gives you a little bit of practice. I'm hoping that this isn't going to be just a practice session for another tropical storm or hurricane to hit later on, which will be much stronger. Okay, it's about 6:30 in the evening, and I just ran to the store a little while ago to just get some basic items. You know, a couple of batteries for my flashlight and a lighter for my candles and just things like that, just in case the power goes out. Now, I really don't think we're going to have to worry about that, but, you know, I like to be on the safe side anyway. And I know you're probably looking at this video right now thinking, are you sure that there's a tropical storm coming your way? Because it looks beautiful there. And, well, actually it is. Let me just shine the camera around. It looks nice right now. Look at that. See, sun's going down. I mean, you'd think it's just a typical Saturday afternoon, or excuse me, Sunday afternoon rather. And I've even heard a few of my neighbors out doing yard work and a few riding their bicycles and things like that. We're really not expecting the storm to be all that bad this evening, but it's going to be a lot of rainfall and a lot of winds gusting up. And the last time I checked, the storm was about 120 miles southeast of Pensacola. But whenever you have a tropical storm or a major hurricane coming your way, this is what it looks like right before it hits. And that's why a lot of people underestimate them and think, oh, well, you know, it's not going to be as bad as it is. You know, if you got a Category 5 hurricane and then all of a sudden, you know, it's all nice and sunny right before it hits, people think, well, it's not going to be that bad. But, you know, and then the weather will continuously go downhill real quickly. And that's probably what's going to happen tonight. But again, this isn't going to be that bad. It's going to be, you know, just some rain and maybe a little bit of gusty winds and things like that. But I'll be documenting it throughout the evening. But this is what you can expect right before a tropical storm or hurricane hits. And that's why, you know, it's always good to have your preparations done while you can, because once the storms and the clouds start moving in, then you don't have much time for anything. Okay, just to give you an update now, it's about 10:45 at night. Still haven't seen any rain here in Pensacola, and it looks like that Tropical Storm Claudette is about to make a landfall. I'm going to show you the radar real quick, show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, there we go. You can see Pensacola's right over here, and the storm is actually the center of it's right there, but all this other stuff is hitting Panama City and points eastwards. That's why we're not really seeing anything right now. So anyway, yeah, we may get some rain from this, we may not. I don't know. I actually would like to see a little bit of rainfall, see a little bit of activity. So anyway, I'll continue to watch it overnight, and if we see anything, I'll certainly film it. Okay, it's about 9:30 on Monday morning, and that's about all we're seeing from the storm. It finally came ashore late last night. And like I said, it wasn't going to be anything bad, but hey, you can see I'm getting some toadstools out there on my yard, but oh well, need the rain. Got plenty of plants out there and stuff that need to be watered, but you know, not really much of a wind maker, not much of a rain maker, and you know, really nothing big to the storm. So it looks like it's going to be about as much as we're going to get out of this. Okay, it's now just a little after 12 noon on Monday afternoon. I'm already feeling a little bit of rain starting to come down. Of course, the tropical storm has moved on out of our area. It's no longer a tropical storm. They've discontinued all the watches and warnings. And, you know, like I said, this wasn't going to be a big one, but I thought I'd document it anyway, even though, you know, you may not have been through a tropical storm or anything like that. You want to kind of get a little feel of what it was. This isn't what a typical tropical storm is like. This was pretty much nothing. So I just thought I'd document it anyway, though. But look at this. Look at my front yard. Look at those toadstools there. So if anything's good has come out of the rain, it's certainly that. That's pretty neat. I've never seen that many clustered in one area before. But anyway, this is pretty much what we're going to be seeing. We're going to be seeing some rain bands off and on pretty much all day long. And, you know, that's kind of what we're expecting right now. And like I said, this is pretty typical. Basically, the storm was just a big rainmaker. And from what I understand, they did have one loss of life down in Panama City. I think a surfer or somebody got in the water when he wasn't supposed to and ended up drowning, which is never a good idea no matter what you got out there, whether it's a minimal tropical storm or a hurricane or anything like that. So anyway, that's pretty much it. So until next time, practice and enjoy.